Dell UltraSharp U2720Q, best picture quality 4K monitor. One of our favorite 4K displays for some time, the Dell UltraSharp U2720Q might not be the largest screen out there, but at 27 inches and 4K resolution, it packs an enormous range of pixels inside a compact frame, making for an exceptionally crisp picture. When combined with great HDR support and a huge 1300:1 contrast ratio, this monitor looks stunning no matter what you're doing on it. Dell also offers a 32-inch model, the U3220Q, though it's a few $100s more expensive. In addition to the typical HDMI and DisplayPort connections and USB 3 hub, it also has a USB-C port that can receive a display and data signal and provide up to 90 watts of power to your laptop over a single cable, reducing the number of cables on your desk, and providing enough power to charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's not designed with gaming in mind. It lacks a high refresh rate, but the 60 Hz is enough for gamers playing slower games who want the added detail of 4K. And you won't need the world's most powerful graphics card to run it maxed out either. All of its strong features are available at a price that's not out of this world, so you needn't break the bank just to get yourself a great 4K screen. Samsung Odyssey G7, best computer monitor with gaming-specific features. The best monitor for gaming that we've tested is the Samsung Odyssey G7. It's an excellent gaming monitor with great overall performance. It's packed with gaming-oriented features, including an RGB lighting ring to set the mood in your gaming setup. We tried out the 32-inch model, but it's available in a 27-inch as well. They largely perform the same, except that they have the same 1440p resolution, which means that the 32-inch model has a lower pixel density, and text doesn't look as sharp. It has a high 240 Hz refresh rate with native FreeSync support and G-Sync compatibility. Motion looks smooth whether you're gaming at its max refresh rate or 60 Hz, thanks to its outstanding response times. It also has a black frame insertion feature, but you can't use it with variable refresh rate enabled. It's a good choice for darkroom gaming because it has a VA panel with a high contrast ratio to display deep blacks. If you want to use it for HDR gaming, it supports a wide color gamut and gets bright enough to make some highlights pop. Sadly, even though it has a local dimming feature, it performs terribly and doesn't improve the contrast. Moreover, the VA panel has narrow viewing angles, so the image looks inaccurate when viewing from the side or sitting up close, as the edges of the screen may look darker. On the plus side, however, it performs well in bright rooms thanks to its high peak brightness and very good reflection handling. This is also a strong work monitor. Its 32-inch panel offers plenty of height for productivity, like working on long spreadsheets in a way that's easier than on a 32-inch ultrawide. And at 2 to 3 foot viewing distance we don't have any distortion issues with that dramatic curve. Just be sure to bring your own audio because, despite the price, there are no speakers here. Overall, this is one of the best monitors we've tested. Apple Pro Display XDR, best for Apple users. Apple's Pro Display XDR is a display like no other. Designed expressly for Apple users looking for a high-end display, it's priced in the stratosphere, yet paradoxically, it's a steal for what you're really getting if you have a genuine need for the super high caliber graphics it's capable of rendering. So let's get this out of the way right up front. Unless you're a photographer, graphic designer, or video post-production editor, there's little reason for you to spend something in the neighborhood of $6,000 on this monitor, and don't forget the $1,000 for the stand. But if you are one of those people, then this monitor may belong on your home office desk. Most of the time I don't generally talk much about nits because the nits rating of most computer monitors doesn't vary substantially from one display to another, even when comparing budget and premium models. Expect to see something like 300 nits from most displays. The Pro Display XDR? 1600 nits. It's also a 6K monitor with a resolution of 6016 by 3384 pixels packed into the 32 inches of screen estate. It also has HDR thanks to a very wide color gamut and a generous range of viewing angles. It looks so good that you'll want to be wearing noise-canceling headphones when you use it to eliminate distractions and concentrate on the image. The display itself has that sort of refined, modern Apple aesthetic, which, if you care about that sort of thing, will have your neighbors visiting just so they can look at it. More practically, Apple's single-minded emphasis on appearance causes some inconveniences. There are no controls on the monitor, for example. Even if you can live without on-screen controls, there isn't even a power button. Want to turn it off? Pull the plug. And don't look for HDMI or DisplayPort connections, it's Thunderbolt all the way with the Pro Display XDR, along with a trio of additional downstream USB-C ports to set up the ultimate workstation. BenQ EX3203R, high resolution, low cost. As the prices of high resolution screens have come down, so have the prices of larger displays. A few years ago 32 inches of screen space would have cost you a fortune, but today an excellent display like the BenQ EX3203R is exceedingly affordable. It offers 32 inches of screen space with a respectable resolution of 2560 by 1440p, the gaming sweet spot, and a high refresh rate of 144 Hz. As if that wasn't enough, there's also HDR support, an immersive 1800R curvature, and FreeSync 2 for kicking screen tearing and stuttering to the curb. This is a monitor that ticks so many boxes we're not entirely sure which category to put it in. This monitor is fantastic for gaming and working, with excellent color support and popping blacks and whites thanks to HDR support. You can even power it on a single USB-C cable if you want to keep your desk tidy. Considering the price, the frame and stand look pretty great too. What's not to like about this affordable monster?